Yo, what's good? It's your guy, Ian, Lara. I don't know how to say it. I think I switched. I used to say Lara, now I'm saying Lara. So it's Ian Lara, like Zara. First, I want to thank all of y'all for listening and sharing and telling people about it and DMing us all the funny things that you guys think about the show. If you want to see me on the road, this weekend I'll be in Vancouver at the House of Comedy in New Westminster. I'm there Thursday to Sunday. The following weekend, I'm in West Nyack, New York. I'll be at Levity Live. And the weekend after that, I'm in Cincinnati at Go Bananas. If you like the show or you like my comedy or you want to see me, come out, check out a show, and enjoy this episode. Yo. Welcome back. This is episode
7.
Episode 7 of the Adulthood podcast.
That's right.
AKA Adulterers Inc., AKA the Bro Rogans.
The Bro Rogans
podcast.
That's right.
We are back, baby. We are on location. This is our first episode in May in the same place because I've been on a world tour.
Abu Dhabi Papi.
I just got back. I was in Africa. I talked about Africa on the last week's episode. I was in Dubai. Just got back from Dubai. Literally landed yesterday.
Okay.
From Dubai. That was a great experience. We'll talk about that. 14-hour flight though. You ever did a flight?
14 hours.
Yeah, 14 hours.
Straight?
Yeah. What do you think? Because I took a aisle seat on the flight.
Did you?
Yeah. Okay. Not first class, economy max. They didn't put you in the Lambo plane when you was in Abu Dhabi? No, just a regular Airbus 380.
Okay.
First floor.
Okay.
Haven't made it to the second floor yet, but I had the aisle seat. What do you think? What would you say? 14 hours. What do you think? What's a normal amount of time for the people in the inside of the row to get up to pee?
I'm gonna go ahead and go with 7 times.
7 times?
7
That's
times.
Every other hour?
Yeah.
You're a lot more courteous than me. I say 14 hours. You can I can excuse you to pee, like get up 4 times, man.
Oh no, I wasn't talking about the excusing. I thought like that's how many times that they wanted to do it. How many times did they do it?
The guy sitting next to me went up to pee about 7 times, which was every other hour.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, when you get to a certain age, your bladder don't work the same.
An adult man shouldn't have to pee 7 times in a day. You should have to, but as an adult, you should hold it.
Have you not seen any of the commercials for
No, that's
prostate?
what I'm saying. You have to.
Should.
You should have to.
After 45, your prostate is gone.
Yeah, I see that, but you should, as a man, you should hold it.
No, definitely. Or, what is it? Depends. What's the one?
Depends. Yeah, those are the diapers.
Yeah.
7 times he got up to pee. And he was one of those dudes that wanted to, and I don't like, I want to be a nice guy. A 14-hour flight is tough though. He was one of those dudes that wanted to make, jokes with me.
Did he know who you were?
No, he had no idea. But he wanted to make jokes with me, but I was giving him nothing. You ever had that? You ever did that one?
Of course.
Where he's like, the food here ain't that great. And you're like,
it's not.
I don't even give him that.
Oh, you just keep it silent.
I was just looking straight. Like I had on
silent treatment.
Blinders. Yeah. And I felt bad because I wanted to be nice, but it was like, dude, we're in this for 14 hours. I don't want to. And then him getting up 7 times to pee made me think less of him as a man. Because there was
as you should.
Yeah, there was a lady sitting next to him. A small Asian lady. She was a girl. She was young. She got up like twice. And I was like, this is my kind of
Stonewall
person.
Yeah. She was ready for it. Mentally prepared.
One time I was on a flight coming back from the West Coast, and as soon as I sat down, the girl sitting next to me, she was like, just so you know, I had the aisle. She was like, just so you know, I'm not gonna get up at all this whole trip. And that was kind of sexy. But then
she got up the whole trip.
No, she didn't. But then I had to pee, and I didn't want to get up to pee because I didn't want to make her think that I was soft.
Like you were less of a man than she was proving to be.
Yeah, shout out to her.
That makes sense.
Shout out to her. If you have the inside row on an airplane, I think per 3 hours you got 1 time per 3 hours. But then that would be 360.
But she didn't get up
on a 14 hours. No, she didn't get up.
Was she a Navy SEAL?
She was a pro.
Prepared for this?
She just knew what she was doing. She used to do the cross country. Because that's like, if you're a real traveler, that's what you should do. You shouldn't get up at all.
You shouldn't.
People should be one. And she was drinking. Like she drank some things too. And I was like, she's gonna have to pee, but she didn't. And I was like impressed. I was in love a little bit.
She proved you wrong.
Yeah, which is That's like a professional traveler.
She's
like,
a professional traveler.
Don't get up at all. I think I'm gonna do window seat from now on.
Well, I cannot. So, but before we move on, bro, this is Ian Lara live, the Romeo Santos of comedy. We didn't even introduce ourselves. Like, what's going on?
Oh yeah, we forgot. We just got right into airplanes.
We got into airplanes. Hold
Airplane
on, let's bring it back. You know, we are the Bro Rogans. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Fresh off a little jet lag. But this is my life now. I'm an international sensation.
Superstar.
I think. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is like the beginnings of the new Entourage 2.0.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I guess like, does that make me Johnny Drama, or does that make me like Turtle?
I think you're Turtle.
I'm Turtle? Okay.
Yeah.
But like towards the end when he was pulling stars?
Nah,
you're
the
beginning?
broke driving me around. Yeah.
All right.
That's what I want for you.
Right. Okay, cool.
So are you Mark Wahlberg in this situation? Or?
Yeah, Vinny Chase. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, you're not E?
Who? Why would I be? I thought
Your
I
name's
was.
Ian.
I don't know. I didn't watch the show. So
I thought I was the star.
But your name's Ian.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I was the star.
Oh, okay. I totally missed that. My bad.
How was your weekend, man? How's New York? You were in New York, right?
New York is lit, man. Like, it's starting to get warm, and this is that time of the year where people are just like, oh my God, there's so much to do. Oh my goodness. Like, this is that time of the year where there's so many things going on that people can deal with the winter and like, you know, shitty weather because of how popping the spring and the summer is. Yeah.
This is the reason people like New York.
Honestly.
Everybody hates all the months, and then when it gets like this is the, you know, I don't think we're right for each other weather.
Yeah.
I think we should probably figure it out on our own. Call me in November.
Yeah.
I think I need some time to grow.
Like basically from now until about like 2 weeks after Halloween, like you said, November, right before you start making like Thanksgiving plans, you got to remember who knows how to cook or whose family knows how to cook. It's just like, hey, how you doing? I didn't really mean it this summer. Yeah. Just wanted to catch up, you know. Yeah.
But right now, from now, I mean, it's going to pick up. It's going to be a lot of,
It's picked up.
I don't think I see myself in a relationship. I don't identify as somebody who could date you. Or,
I just identify as single.
I think I identify as a single person who's not with you.
Yeah.
You know, all the things.
Yeah. Which,
if you're on the other end of that type of text message, understand it. Don't be weird about it and act like you don't know what's going on. Don't reply with the what, but we was going so good. Yeah, but it's summer now. It's
But what about being on the other side of that text message and then you reply back, cool, I was thinking the same? Because that happens now too. It's 2023.
That's perfect. That means you leaving the door open for November. When it comes back November, if nothing hits in the summer, then you can hop back into whatever situation.
But the scary part is it's gonna hit in the summer.
I don't know, man. Especially because, you know, once in your 30s, you just hate everybody. It's tough. Like everyone you meet is just annoying. Like everyone you meet like seems cool, and then you hang out a couple times, and then they got a thing, and you're like, I'm out.
Or no, I'm not even coming.
Yeah, right. So you might break up with your partner for summer activities and go to nothing all summer.
Nothing. Stay inside.
You might stay inside all summer
and
just because you old and washed.
Well, because you're old and washed, and as soon as you step outside in New York City, just be prepared to spend $100,000. You don't know when, you don't know how, but you're gonna spend $100,000 between cabs, margaritas, brunch, bottomless brunch, more champagne, and cabs.
You did brunch this weekend? You DJ the brunch?
No, I'm kind of taking a fall from like I'm falling back from the brunch scene.
Really?
Yeah.
You was the king.
I was the king. I was definitely the king, but definitely wasn't good for my liver.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The day drinking.
Especially like, you know, because I was the brunch marathon guy. I would do the full 12 hours.
Ooh.
And about...
That's almost my flight.
Hour one. Yeah.
How many times were you peeing?
I would pee like 2 or 3 times.
See?
Yeah.
It's pro.
I'm a professional.
That's a pro.
You break the seal?
Yeah, but like the thing is too, I'm DJing, you know, I can't mess up the song, you know.
Sometimes
what I mean?
you work better when you got to pee. You ever felt that? Like you're more alive, like when you got to pee.
Yeah. Does that happen to you on stage? Like, oh shit, I'm gonna pee, so I'm gonna give the best comedy of my life.
Sometimes I'll have to pee and I'll be hungry. Like if I'm starving, like I feel like I perform better. Like I feel like I'm performing for food.
That's a great point because I can't DJ well if I'm too full because I feel like I can't move around.
No, you just wanted to sleep.
Yeah, but then that also leads me into being more highly intoxicated, which is again why I'm falling back from the brunch because you can't be just drinking Casamigos for 12 hours and not eat anything.
You can though.
I mean, I've done it.
Yeah, I feel like I could tell if a DJ is full, like. Like by the way he's moving. Yeah, and I don't like that.
Okay.
I don't like that. I saw this meme that was going around. It wasn't a meme. It was a clip. Have you seen it? It was a girl that was suing a DJ
for not paying
playing the request.
Yeah.
What'd you think of that?
Sue me also, please.
Yeah. You're not a request guy?
It's not that I'm not a request guy. It's just like a lot of people think that their music choice or their music selection is way better.
People think their music thing is better than
it is. So like I'll break down the request for you. Yeah. It's just like the obvious request that is gonna be played anyway. DJ, so it's just like, pick up your phone. I'm on the request line. Bad Bunny, look, of course, or Drake.
Yeah, it's like you think I'm not gonna play Bad Bunny? You think I'm not gonna play the biggest artist in the world? I'm just not gonna play him?
This is my favorite. I didn't even take off my bag on my computer. Are you gonna play Bad Bunny tonight? Are you gonna play? Drake
when they
tonight?
say you gotta be like, who?
What are you gonna play?
Who's Bad Bunny?
Exactly, and then they get offended. You don't know who Bad Bunny is? But then, of course, you go into the Bad Bunny song. Then this is like, my favorite is when someone comes to request a song and I'm already playing it. Like, I know the Bad Bunny walk. There's a Bad Bunny walk. Yeah. It's just like a lot of confidence. It's bubbly. It's just like, oh, I'm like, okay, I know Bad Bunny's coming here.
Yeah, you can smell the Bad Bunny request coming.
I can smell the Bad Bunny from across the room.
You can smell it. It smells like Bed Bath and Beyond sprays.
Yeah, it definitely does.
When it's coming towards you.
And the lotions too.
Yeah.
The lotions, this I think it's called a spritz.
Yeah. It smells like Sephora. You're like, here it comes. Yeah, Sephora samples.
Yeah, like, oh, okay. Yeah, definitely.
Also, you know what's crazy? Because this is a thing
that's aloe vera.
Sorry. This is a thing that people don't know because sometimes you just go and you think everything is just... You just look at everything and you just see it as like what it is, but you don't understand that like if you're DJing and if like let's say you're opening a club up, like let's say you got the early set, you doing multiple sets, so you're doing the early set at some place, and let's say Funk Flex is closing, right? You can't go at 9 p.m. and start playing Bad Bunny hits.
All the biggest records,
right? You gotta build, you gotta leave that.
But the new generation, first of all, like I had to catch someone with their request and I like they just come and they just automatically play this, play that. I'm just like, please. And they're like, huh? Yeah. And then it takes them a second. Oh, I'm so sorry. Please, I have manners. It's just like they think that I'm Siri. They think I'm Alexa.
Yeah, they think you're there to serve them.
Yeah, which low key I am, but it's just like I've been doing this for a long time. Like you were saying, like there's a pace. You know what I mean? Like, how about you go have a drink, you go warm up. You know, I'm not gonna play all the biggest records for you to stand there and just look in your phone. Like, no, like I'm a reaction junkie. I just realized.
Don't come request a song from Bad Bunny's first album that no one knows except you, because your boyfriend broke up with you that day, so you really feel the lyrics to it and think I'm gonna have this whole brunch crying.
But then. On the flip side, don't come up and start asking me about like cannabis in a party that is not playing no underground rap.
Cannabis, bro. I thought you meant weed.
No, bro.
They want you to play cannabis,
bro. Crazy. I got and this is no disrespect to those artists.
No, shout out to Cannabis.
Yeah, shout out to Cannabis, but like I'm playing my Bad Bunny set, and then don't come up and asking for, yo, take it to Brick City, play some Jersey artists, son. Like,
oh my god,
where do you think you are? This is not the Tunnel in 1999 or 2000. Like, and I should have been able to tell because of the baggy jeans. And
baggy jeans are back though. I think they're mainstream.
But
now.
This is like not doing it because it's
this is not ironic.
No, this is
just I never
stopped wearing
it. Yeah.
What's up, son?
Nietzsche with the
Take
Nietzsche,
it to Brick City.
A Nietzsche on the back.
Yeah. Or I seen a couple of FUBU too.
Yeah. Nah, if you got some FUBU baggy jeans now, you fly. Like where you get them from?
Isn't that crazy?
That's
how
like thrift
cyclical
store.
things are.
Cyclical, yeah.
I play Scrabble.
I went to a brunch in Dubai. I went to a brunch.
Mm-hmm.
They had something I never seen this. It was I think it was like $100, $150 to get in. But it was unlimited alcohol, unlimited all you can eat for 5 hours at the brunch.
What?
Yeah, $100. It was like, and it wasn't like some small buffet. Like they literally had like
lobster tails?
4 different buffets set up through the beach. Like it was like a beach club.
Brunch.
It was a beach club.
Okay.
So it had a pool, and then it had like a little beach over there,
Uh-huh.
and it had a stage with a DJ and everything. And then it was all you can eat. You eat as many as you want, and you could drink it. And then it had like at least 15 bars. Like they had like a gin bar, they had a spritz bar, they had a tequila bar.
Wow.
And you could go eat and drink whatever you want.
Which bar were you at?
I was doing for brunch, I'm older now. There was a time in my life where I would go to brunch and I would say, let me get a bottle of Casamigos. Don't bring me nothing to mix it. I'm going to drink it straight out the bottle.
Okay.
But now I'm more as I got stuff to do, you know.
So you get club soda with the Casamigos.
I got to wake up. Well, actually, I was doing the Aperol Spritz.
Okay.
Aperol Spritz. I'm a Spritz guy.
Okay.
Now.
Big spritzer.
Yeah.
Okay. Big spritz alert.
Yeah.
All right. That's another t-shirt. That's our t-shirt counter.
You do the Spritz?
No.
Yeah, Spritz is good. You can
So like, enlighten me. What's in the spritz? How do you make the spritz?
It's Aperol.
Uh-huh.
I think it's champagne.
Uh-huh.
And seltzer.
Okay.
Yeah. Prosecco.
Prosecco
and seltzer.
and seltzer.
And
This might be the way.
And
With
Aperol
orange
and an
slice.
orange. But the
Yeah.
thing is, here's the good thing about it. You can drink like 15 of them.
Really?
Because I'm the kind of person, like, I can't have something in my hand.
Why
Like,
not?
I'm gonna just drink
You're
it.
gonna drink it.
Fast,
Okay.
like, faster than anyone. Like,
Uh-huh.
Any drink that I have, if we're
Uh-huh.
drinking together, I'm gonna finish it way before you, because I just drink fast. So
Okay.
I can't be drinking like. So,
Is that like a comedian thing?
I don't know. I think I don't know what it is. Like, I just be drinking this stuff.
Because it's funny
Pause.
because as a DJ, yeah, that's a big pause right there. As a DJ, I drink fast and I eat fast because it's just like I gotta get to the next song. I gotta keep moving.
I think it might be a New York thing.
That's also true.
It might be a New York
That's
thing.
also
We
true.
just move quickly. So the Spritz, you can drink like 15 of them, and you not like about a 15th one, you're gonna be on your ass.
You're gonna
but
be nice.
But you could spread it out.
Okay.
You could spread out the drinks.
I think we gotta go on a spritz tour. You know what I'm saying? We gotta do a brunch spritz tour. That might be because we're blowing up. We got 100 million followers. I'm projecting. I don't know. But like when we go on our tour, somewhere around there. When we go on the Adulthood tour, I don't know if we can call it that. Should we call it that?
Yeah.
I think our main drink is gonna be the Aperol Spritz.
Aperol Spritz. We'll bring some. We'll do a Aperol. They should sponsor us. Aperol. If you're listening, send us some Spritz.
Can we text them or somebody?
Send us something. We'll do the shows with Aperol Spritz.
All right.
So I learned about it when I did Moon Tower in Austin.
Shout out to Texas.
Yeah, all the comedians, they were there and they were drinking Aperol Spritz, and I was like, it tastes a little sour, but it's good. It's a little bitter, not sour. It's a little bitter. I can't do sweet though.
But shout out to Austin. Big shout out to Dallas, Texas. We got a lot of people that listen in Dallas. I'm the shout out man. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Dallas. Shout out to Florida. Are we going with Adulterers? What we gonna call our people?
I like Adulterers.
Big shout out to the Adulterers out there all across the nation, but all across the world. Cause you know my man Abu Dhabi Papi. What's his name?
Young Abu Dhabi.
Young Abu Dhabi. Young Kenya. Somewhere.
It's
right.
Here. I'll show you later.
I think you're going to Ghana at the end of the year.
I want to. Yeah.
Young
Go
Ghana.
back to Africa.
Yeah. You know we all over the place. Keep adultering.
Here's the thing.
Wow.
In Dubai.
I know. I'm like, hold on. I think.
Damn.
What?
Keep adultering?
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Keep adultering. I think that in Dubai, like, here's the thing: when you're from, we're Americans, right?
Yes.
And we live here. America is like we're like the pretty girl at the prom, right? We're clueless to what's going on with the rest.
And the rest of
the rest of the high school, we don't know.
That is a great analogy.
We live in our own world where we're the prettiest girl, and everybody just kind of opens the door for us, and we just think that's how everyone
Wait,
lives.
you don't speak English?
Yeah, right. That's how we live, and it's not a good way to live. But you know, when you're the prettiest girl in the high school, that's just the privilege you have.
What do you mean? There's no fries?
Right. This is just what it is. Now, I thought that in Dubai, because it's in the Middle East, the people that I know told me that when you go over there, they're like, oh, you can't speak to women or have public display of affection because it's like illegal in that country.
Yeah.
I get there, it is the complete opposite.
Oh.
It is just people making out in the pool. There's
really
There's prostitutions prostitutes
Really?
soliciting all over the pool. It was the complete opposite. I was on there. I thought you couldn't speak to women. I'm checking in. The girl was checking me in. I'm looking down like, yes, just give me the room key. I don't want to offend anybody and bring dishonor to your family. And she's looking at me like, what the fuck? Yeah,
this is American ass.
Yeah, exactly. So shout out to Dubai, man. They're killing it over there, dude.
Shout out to Dubai.
It is so much money over there.
Really,
it's insane.
Does it rain money? Like not like the strip clubs, but like actual like it's raining money over there.
It might as well, and it's safe. Like no
crime,
no crime. Like they'll chop your head off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Did you end up skiing?
Huh?
Did you end up skiing?
The indoor ski?
Yeah.
No, I went to the. They had that in the mall though. The indoor ski park.
You can't ask somebody that's in Hollywood that question because that could have went somewhere else.
Skiing? Like,
yeah.
Doing cocaine.
Wait. It's like, wait. What do you mean?
I had to clarify. I was like, you mean the indoor skiing?
Man. Like,
see, you messed it up because the general people didn't know that was a problem.
This is called the Adulthood Pod, and we're giving y'all lessons just to watch out for. So if you ever catch yourself in the desert because Dubai and somebody asks you if you go skiing, just make sure you clarify.
Yes,
you know what I mean.
That's gonna help.
Shout out to the people over there though. It was. I'll definitely be back. The people over there was so dope, and it's a kind of place where like not like the people who live there are not from there, so it's people from all over the world.
So it's almost like New York.
Yeah, it's almost like New York. A lot of money, but they like it's clean too.
But my question for the 5-hour brunch and like a buffet, but it's at a beach club, so you got to eat all that, and you in the Speedos or whatever, like you're gonna be bloated.
Most people over there are attractive. I don't think you're allowed to be ugly.
You can't be ugly. Okay.
I think they send you to like a different part where they don't show the tourists. Yeah, because everyone that I saw was like fit and attractive.
You know what? That's like Cali and Florida, where like places where it's warm year round. It's like, do y'all just run everywhere or whatever? Like, because like the amount of people that you might see, and we're not shaming, we got love for everybody. I'm just going with my observation, but everybody just looks like fit and healthy in Cali and LA.
Yeah.
I mean, LA and Florida.
Some parts.
Yeah, you
LA,
gotta be talking about South Florida.
Yeah.
Miami,
North Florida, that's not the...
Oh, word?
Nah.
What they eating ham hocks and stuff
I don't
over
think
there?
Jacksonville is known for the attractiveness.
The thoughts and comments of Ian Lara. Shout out Jacksonville. Those of Ian Lara only.
That's not. I'm not making fun of Jacksonville. I'm from Queens. Queens is not known for being. We're not known for attractive, like people. Like sure, it's New York, so there is that, but that's not like. You don't be like, yo, Queens.
Queens get the money.
I know for us, but like nobody in Florida's like, yo, I'm going to Queens. Like I'm going to Miami.
But I mean, coming to America, where did they go?
To Queens
at once.
Yeah.
Right. So
but Eddie Murphy's also a dude from Brooklyn who
that's
grew
true.
up on Long Island. Right?
And why is that? But
he wrote the movie. I would write it that way too.
But that's the natural progression. Like, everybody from Brooklyn is just like, yeah, I'm trying to get a house in Queens or whatever. Like, Queens is like almost like the suburbs to people from Brooklyn. Why?
That's what I did. I was born in East New York, Brooklyn. And then my whole family, they lived in Cypress Hills in the 80s and 90s. And when I was 10 years old, like the neighborhood was just very bad. Like there was like a gang headquarters was like 2 blocks away from my house. So there was like a lot of crack and crime on the streets.
That's crazy.
So my family was like, we can't raise these kids here. We need to move them to like a better neighborhood. So we moved to Queens. Literally, we moved maybe 8 minutes away from where we used to live. They thought they was doing like Fresh Prince, like send them to another coast. Literally just 8 minutes away, we moved. But it was a totally different world when we moved to South Jamaica.
Shout out to South Jamaica. Shout out to Jamaica. Shout out to the whole Queens. Shout out to LICK. This is called LICK, Long Island City Cleaners. Queens is big. I live in Queens now. I'm originally from Brooklyn. And it's the complete and total opposite, where it's just like Flatbush has been and is still like one of the craziest parts of Brooklyn. And it's like, even with gentrification, like you'll have like your organic juice bar and then also your Jamaican beef patty spot, and then they still shooting up on the corner. So it's just like, it's basically a mix. It's New York City. It's a mix of everything.
I think the only problem with gentrification is that the rent goes up.
They jack it up.
If the rent stayed dirt low, and then they brought in juice and cupcake stores into your neighborhood, that'd be nice.
Amazing.
That'd be quite nice if they that like.
But the thing is, so
I'll go
like,
to a cupcake store instead of a.
Is it the cupcakes that jacks the rent up?
I think is the crowd that the cupcake store brings.
What kind
that's
of
what it is.
crowd?
Because you have to assume if you're willing to, if you're financially well off enough to open a store that sells just cupcakes, you probably can afford high rent. So if you can afford it, they're gonna charge it.
I think they call that logic.
Yes.
You just gave an example of logic right there.
I think that's the problem.
We are still like, did we put the disclaimer in the front? Don't listen to us,
Listen to the pod.
but listen to this pod.
Don't
because right there. Oh, it's there. All right.
Every week.
You spitting right now, bro. Yeah. I think it might be the hat and the shades because you in the zone.
What do you think about? Because I got to see a little bit about this. I'm sure you're familiar with like the whole passport boys movement.
Yeah.
For the people who don't know what that is, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong.
This is a thought.
I think it's a movement of Western or American men going overseas to find their wives because they feel that the women overseas have a lot more traditional views or values than the women here in the States.
That's the definition?
I believe so.
I think I got a different definition. Some similar, but
What's
it was
yours?
more so that like, again, Western or American dudes that have passports, they go to other countries and they basically fornicate and then come back.
Yeah, I think Marty, could we get an official definition?
Is there Google in here?
Could we
Does Google work here?
Passport boys. Yeah. You're gonna have to go to Urban Dictionary or
something
black.com.
like that. Make sure your firewall
Black
is turned off.
Planet
We don't want
or
to get you fired or anything like that.
.net.
Blackpanda.com.
Shout out Urban Dictionary.
So whatever, we're looking up the definition, but whatever the case, whatever the case may be, there's a movement of men going over there, and now like being in the Middle East and seeing how the women behave over there, it was kind of interesting to see just like their mentality towards us and like what we do over here.
What's the mentality?
Well, I mean, obviously they just think we're all like idiots, which is fine. Like we're the prettiest girl at the school.
You don't speak English?
People's gonna call us stupid. That's fine. I don't get offended by that. It's America, it is what it is.
Yeah. People from one country traveling to a foreign country and smashing their women and bringing them back to marry.
So we were both.
Urban Dictionary.
Both. There you go.
Okay.
See, both. So we were both right. So,
hybrid.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on that?
I think that like men are gonna be men.
Yeah, but I think it's not even like, it's deeper than that, because it's not even like just, we're gonna go over there just to hook up. It's like actual men looking for wives
to marry. Okay.
So it's not even like just men are gonna just sleep around. It's like men trying to find wives, which I met, like I was there with like a bunch of comedians, and like there was like local people who were working the festival, like the Dubai Comedy Festival, and shout out to them, to Dubai Comedy Festival, and like speaking to them and like hearing their perspective from like a young girl, which is just like they actually, I don't want to say like it's 100%, but it's more, if you had to pick, it leans more like our parents or grandparents mentality towards marriage, where they're just like, like a man should, provide and protect, and a woman has to, do these things.
So are you saying that they're for it? Like they indulge, or like
like they don't have a problem.
They don't have
at least the ones I spoke to, the people I spoke to, they were like, like this is how it is. Because I feel like now the city girl movement is like,
it's
men
big. It's
men are supposed to provide and protect, all the things men used to do, but now they don't, like women, they don't have to do anything, which I'm fine with that too. Like if find whatever's good for you, I don't care.
Is there like a reverse movement of this though? Of like the passport, like girls that they go to other countries to get married?
To get looser men?
Yeah.
Not looser men. You would want to get more successful men. Here's the thing. I mean, people want to date successful men, but dating a successful man is like dating the most attractive girl.
Please expound.
It's
the wisdom here.
You're gonna put up. You don't have to put up with a lot.
With a lot.
Right? You dating a video model. You show up to the club with a video model. it's gonna be some eyes on her.
But that's the thing that does not get discussed. Like you have to be really solid in like yourself. I'm talking about if you are dating a video model, or if you're dating a curvaceous. Is that the word that voluptuous? Yeah, voluptuous. Because basically. Especially if it's really rotund, can I use that word?
Fat ass.
Good word.
If she's fat ass,
it's like a magnet. It's a magnet, and then also like they just feel like dudes feel like it's just automatically they can just shoot their shot.
Yeah,
and you have to be prepared to give knuckle sandwiches out at all times.
Yeah, I've had that happen. I've had dudes do it kind of not right in front of me, but like you just step away to like order a drink and you turn around and they on them. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Which is like, as a guy, is like, all right, am I gonna fight every guy
that might have to.
that I meet?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think anybody.
Not even just that you meet, because then it's like it's one thing when you're there and then like they're expected, but then it's also like when they're just living their lives. Like you're not gonna be around her 24/7. Right, so now you gotta hire full like the who protects the president, the Secret Service. You gotta hire secret booty service just to protect your girl.
Secret booty service.
It's crazy.
Marty, you were gonna say something?
I love the context.
I thought you
allows that statement.
I think, and again, I don't know anything about women relationships or vaginas.
Disclaimer.
But I think women are used to being hit on a lot more than men, so they can function okay. Just out being hit on nonstop. Because you know us, we get hit on. We go outside, we get hit on. I'm FaceTiming all my cousins. I'm gonna throw a party on Friday.
Nigga, I still got it
to celebrate. Yeah,
that's true.
We don't live like that. But
no,
I think women get it so much that they learn how to just like it's just normal to them.
Yeah. So it must
until
be
they turn like 25.
No, but even with it being normal, I know.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's a comedy podcast.
It's the worst. It's the worst. It's definitely the worst. Like, I can't walk down the street without being harassed. Yeah. Wait, did I just flip it?
You can't walk?
No.
Why?
Because I'm 6'5". Like, dudes are the most annoying with dudes too. You know what I mean? Like if you look like an athlete or something like that, it's just like, bro, what teams do you play for? Like dudes are worse groupies for dudes.
Yeah, dudes could be groupies for dudes sometimes. I've seen that a lot. But what's your move if you out with in the past, if you was out with a girl who who had a curvy body or looked, had all the guys on her, like as soon as because you've been with those girls, as soon as you walk in,
I look like security.
Like every on it. You do look like security.
I look like security. So it's either like they fall back because they think that I'm like working the security detail, or they might try to shoot their shot because they think that I'm working the security detail. So it's just all.
We should go out one day and you just like be my security. Like
it would be hilarious.
You just dress up and like if I'm trying to impress somebody, I'll just be like, oh yeah, don't worry about him. He hold it down.
No, we get the Uber.
Like Rob and Big.
Remember
Big?
I think we really need to do this.
R.I.P. Big.
We get a truck. What's the Cadillac truck? And we just ride around. Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah. That nothing impresses a woman like you call an Uber and an Escalade shows up. Oof.
So he's just being your wingman for this situation? Is that what's going on?
He's my security.
That makes sense.
Yeah, he doesn't talk.
No, I'm good.
Well, then I'm out. I don't need you stealing my.
Definitely gotta talk.
Like you just gonna stand there?
I know, right?
Yeah, as a security.
Wait. You just bringing him on for like an occupation at this point?
Yeah, I said I'm gonna hire you. I'm gonna pay you.
Nah, it's 2023. Okay. I gotta at least talk. You try to treat me like
my employees aren't allowed to speak.
You try to treat me like a passport bro right now?
But when it's happened to me, you got, and then I've heard the ladies say this. Sometimes ladies be like, oh, if you can't be with a woman who gets all this attention, then don't, whatever. But I think sometimes they don't take into account but nowadays you could get killed for being with a girl like that and standing up for her. Like you at the club, you speak to the wrong people or you say the wrong thing, they'll kill you.
Right.
And then what?
And then what?
You died defending her honor, so she could go be with the next person.
With a successful man.
Yeah. What do you think is the middle ground for this?
I think the middle ground for this is just honestly, bro, stop drinking Casamigos, stop being lit, Stop trying to like, you know, look on Fashion Nova what's to see like where they at. Cause like you also, the guy has to take responsibility too. Cause if you have a type, if that's your type and that's the one that you go for, you got to be like, okay, maybe I got to grow out of this phase.
Out of that being your type?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it's you. If that's your type, do whatever. Do whatever you want. Everybody do whatever they want.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
If that's your type, your life may be a little bit more problematic than if it wasn't.
Hire security team.
Yeah, you're gonna have to hire security.
Yeah.
Which then, once you have security, it's cool. You do whatever you want.
Yeah, do whatever.
That's like a good move.
So that means you basically have to be successful. Or be willing to die. Like,
see, when you're successful, it's okay. Like if I'm successful, if you're like successful, it's okay because people think like, of course you're gonna have this like video model girl because you're successful. But when you're not, like when people don't know, they're like, what
but the thing is about the video model shape now because of Dr. Miami or whatever, like, you know, the chicks at the doctor's office is video models. Everybody's a video model now. I remember one time I was living in the Bronx at the time, and I don't know if you've ever seen women after they've had the BBL surgery, but they have to sit on them.
I've cared for them.
So you know what the care package is.
They got to nurse.
They got to sit on a donut, right? They can't sit on hard surfaces. They got to sit backwards on the plane when they're flying back.
That flight back from DR. Woo! It's
crazy,
a lot of donuts.
Right? But like, should you be on the subway after your BBL surgery sitting on a donut? Because I seen it. And I'm like, you got a BBL to be a librarian? Like, what's going on over here?
I think if you get a surgery, you should have to stay indoors for 3 months.
That's not
just
possible.
to give people time to adjust before you pop out with your new look.
It's your new body.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just let me adjust.
Have you had that experience of the before and after?
I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen the before and after.
Yeah.
Like I've seen it, and shout out to all the girls who work on themselves.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I've seen it go from 0 to 60, for lack of a better term. Yeah. And it's but for them, I'm like, sometimes I wonder, because I don't know, like I try to look at everything a little more like deeper than like the thing, just what you see. So for them, I'm like, so your whole life you look this way, which you probably didn't get as much attention, and then one day you do this and you kind of like just flip a light switch, and now you get all the attention. That's like hitting the lottery overnight. Like, how do you deal with that? Like, how does you mentally deal with that? Like, deal with like, now I'm the hottest thing out
in the room.
Yeah.
On the train, every room you go into, like all attention is gonna be on you.
Yeah, which is dope. Like, is dope.
That's what you wanted.
Yeah, if you could do it. But I'm just like, I just wonder, like, how does one adapt to that?
What is the male equivalent of a BBL? Is it the hairline restoration surgery?
No.
Hairline baldness.
No, put the
choice.
hat on.
Sorry.
No, that's not. But I don't think.
Is it calf implants? Like, what's the equivalent, bro?
I don't even think it's a physical thing. I don't think these ladies care that much about the physicalness of a guy. I think it would be like, if you, like, let's say you put out a song tomorrow and it was a huge hit, and now you was out front and center of everything. I think that's the equivalent.
No, the equivalent's going to therapy.
Whoa.
Shut over, Mike.
Okay. Okay. Really? Now we just stumbled on something.
Marty,
hold on,
it's
wait
funny
a
you
minute.
say that.
Don't give them. Hold on.
I've been in therapy for a year and a half now, and I'm still waiting on my BBL love. I'm not getting that at all. I think I'm convincing my therapist to be toxic. Like, I'm convincing them that toxic is better. I think, like,
really,
because from when it started till now,
his
like,
perspective.
he agrees. Yeah, like he agrees with me way more than he used to. Like, at first he used to be like what are you talking? Like, he literally used to be like, what are you talking about? Why would you think like this? Why? And now he's like, yeah, I can see how you.
Bro, you turn your therapist into a city boy.
That's what I'm saying.
So.
Like,
I think so. He's a 75-year-old Jewish man, and he's like, so what's up for the night? I'm like, what do you
That's hilarious. But like, are y'all like boys now? He's like, man, fuck this shit, bro. We outside. Like,
I think he's gotten very comfortable.
Wow.
He's gotten very comfortable. And I went Jewish because I didn't want him to get comfortable and to be like think he's one of the boys.
You wanted a different perspective.
Yeah, but I think I'm too charismatic.
Didn't you do your 23andMe or something? Aren't you like 1%, 2% Jewish?
1% Jewish. Yeah, it was 2. It went down.
Okay,
I don't know what I did, but
I'm kind of upset that you didn't invite me to your bat mitzvah, but whatever.
They took a point away. I didn't even know they could do that.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, they took it away.
What was I gonna say? Speaking about therapy, I saw one of my high school classmates on couples therapy on Showtime. I was like, this is crazy. And he was busting it down. Like, the whole, first of all, like, I don't know if I could have my therapy sessions displayed for millions of people.
Especially for reality TV, because I've done reality TV and I say this all the time. There's nothing real about it. It is completely produced.
All false.
And acted. There's no, like, these people, it costs so much money to put on a production. They're not going to invest all this money and leave it up to chance.
Yes.
So they have to make sure they get their shot. So I wouldn't do it. And I know people who've done it. I know girls who have done the reality TV, the Love and Hip Hop, and they're like,
it's all fake.
Yeah, they're like, it's all fake. And then also, I think I might have mentioned this before. Also, if you're on the show, you have to understand that the crazier you are, the more your stock will grow, the more you'll get shown, which means the more money you'll earn when the show goes off the air from hosting and public experiences. So it like incentivizes you to like throw a drink in every girl's face. I've seen these reality shows. I'm like, you've thrown a drink in like 6 people's faces this season. I've never seen a drink get thrown in anybody's face in 32 years of living, but you've done it 6 times this season.
On this season alone.
Yeah, it's insane. But shout out to them. Get your money.
That's a fact. But my thing is too, is just like, how can you have writers on a reality TV show? Like, so basically they're writing the scenario, but it's supposed to be real.
Yeah.
There are producers that like call you for like how does this? That's not reality.
Yeah, well, they'll kind of coach you through it. Like, the writers kind of coach you through it. So if you be like, oh, I'm having a problem with my girlfriend because she says, whatever, I can't get it up. And I say,
shout out to Blue Chew.
I'm 32 years old now. Of course, I can't get it up every night.
Honey
and
Pack.
She's like, this is no representation of reality, by the way.
No.
This is just me kind of spitballing. But she's
I
like,
mean,
yeah.
you're about to be 33.
She's like, yeah, you can't get it up. And you're like, what do you mean? I got it up last week. And she's like, yeah, but it's not every night. So then the writers will be like, okay, let's go into this.
Yeah.
And they'll write out an argument that you didn't have. Like they'll be like, well, what if you call him a little dick bastard? And then she's like, all right, I get. And then that'll be on the TV.
I mean, it could go viral. But
it makes for good TV.
Yeah, definitely.
It makes for good television.
I would definitely tune in.
But don't be watching these shows thinking that's like
it's real, because it's not. But the reality show was the comedy one, right, on NBC.
Yeah, I did Bring the Funny.
Yeah, how was that? What was that experience like? I remember because we was on Out of Tune when we was doing that, right? When you did that.
Yeah, it was good. Bring the Funny was good. We went out to LA, but here's the thing: like, they got a bunch of comedians together, and comedians, like, at least in like the field that I move in, it's not like rap. Like, we're not enemies. Like, we're not beefing. Like, we don't dislike each other. Like, all of it. Like, we like each other. We're cool. Like, we cheer each other on. So like, it was weird because like we was out there, and I felt like a little bit they kind of like in the side interviews, they kind of wanted you to kind of say something like but you're like, these are my friends. Like, I'm not gonna say nothing.
Yeah.
I did a interview for another reality show. I won't say which one it was, but
Love and Hip Hop.
But nah, this was like it wasn't Jersey Shore, but it was kind of like that was the thing. Of
Jersey Shore-esque?
Yeah, Jersey Shore-esque. I'll say that.
The Real Housewives of Atlanta?
They had a black character on the show who was leaving. So they wanted to replace the black character. So I don't know how they got to me, but they found me. So the producer calls me.
Probably Instagram.
The producer calls me, and she's like, "Hey, would you be interested in this?" And like, again, I'm not interested in reality TV show at all. But I'm like, all right, let's just do it. So we do like a pre-interview, and that's fine. Then they call me like a day later. They're like, hey, you moved on to the second part. We want to do like another interview. And I'm like, cool. And on this interview, like the questions they were asking me, I was like, all right, like I don't think I could be on this show.
I'm not the one.
Yeah, it was like,
what were they asking?
It was like, how do you feel? It was like in Zoom, and she was like, how do you feel about public intoxication? And I'm like, well, I'm not pro it, and like you could see like the look of disappointment, like when they wrote it. She was like, okay. She was like, how would you feel about hooking up like with one of your roommates. And
was this like Love Island or something like that? What's the one on Netflix?
It wasn't that. Nah, it wasn't Netflix. But it was a major network. But it wasn't Netflix. But she was like, and I don't say the name because like maybe I might do it one day. Yeah. She was like, how would you feel about hooking up with one of your roommates? And I'm like, I mean, if we both like each other and it's consensual, then fine. 2023. And she was like, yeah, but like on camera. And I'm like, I was like porno? And she was like, no, not porno, but you know that she was like, you know, there's cameras everywhere and there's cameras in the room.
Was this CBS?
And
Big
I was
Brother?
like, no. And I was like, no, I mean, I probably wouldn't want to do that. And then again, it was like I could see her like just scratching me off the list, like no, yeah.
Did anybody tell him what we were expecting?
Yeah. And I think the last question she asked, she was like, what if a girl that you loved was like hooked up with one of your roommates? Would you fight them live on camera? I'm like, all right. I was like, all right, this ain't for me.
Did they tape this interview?
This ain't for me. No, it was through Zoom. This ain't for me.
Crazy.
But I answered it completely, and then literally, like, she just ghosted me. Like, she like unfollowed me. Like, because the producer was like following me on Instagram, and I know that she like unfollowed me, like just completely cut me out of her life.
She was trying to groom you for a reality show.
Yeah, I know. I would have been a lot more successful if I would have took that. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. I'm honestly kind of upset because now, you know, I'm thinking selfishly like that could have been our catapult.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro.
What are you gonna do though?
Asshole.
Would you do a reality show?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, it's tough. You want to be, you know,
absolutely.
You gotta be wild.
You gotta be wild. But
even on podcasts, like we be keeping it tame, but like I know the stuff you gotta say to like go viral. Like
we keep it tame too because there's repercussions. Because like BMF, a lot of this shit is for entertainment purposes only. But at the same time too, a lot of this shit could be true. So we're trying to protect, because the thing is it's the people that like didn't sign up for it, like your family, your friends. Like it's one thing if you do it and like you're by yourself and you're isolated, well then yeah, live your wild life. But like don't be coming up to my mom like, yeah, I heard your son talk about this, that, and the third, and how some woman try to eat his ass. Like no, like what are you talking about? Like
yeah, because first of all, I already told my mom.
Right, and
she knows,
so she doesn't need you to be telling her like about my escapades and stuff. No,
so you late.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Back to the passport bros thing.
Yeah.
I think I forgot to say this. I think that like most of the women that I meet or that I've like dated or that I've encountered are not like, they're not like how you see on the internet. Like the internet will have you believe that every girl is like trying to be like a city girl,
and
hot
not
girl
with
summer.
Nothing.
Yeah. But most of the girls that I meet are just like, no, like they don't mind some traditional like values that their parents had or like,
1000%.
Like that's like everyone I've dated have pretty much been like,
I think the internet and like people who are like between the ages of 13 and 25. That's what you said. Like they actually believe everything.
The end.
That's the end. Yeah, they believe everything on the internet is to be true. Where it's just like we live in the real world where it's the complete and total opposite. Like people still like have regular 9 to 5s.
Yes.
Right? Like
and also like you like I'm sure you have the same thing. Like I'm around
regular people.
So many like boss ass women who like have good jobs, went to school or have a business or have careers and make money, and they're like not this like internet. Sometimes I'll be seeing some of the stuff like on the internet or Instagram, I'm like, and I'll be running down my friends list, I'm like, I don't even know these people. Like all of my friends are just like successful women who like all make more money than most of the men that I know. Like,
yeah, absolutely. But not only that, but they're not even into like that whole city girl, hot girl summer shit where it's just like, no, I actually just bought some property and I'm going on vacation in the south of France for a month and I'm helping children in Botswana and stuff. Like, hold on, wait a minute. What? Like, that's amazing. But that doesn't get celebrated. What gets celebrated is twerking and ass.
Right. Which, I mean, I'll stop celebrating it, but I think...
I'm not going to stop.
I think that... I think that, like, to be honest, most of my, like... I guess it's because you're from New York, right? New York is like a different type of mentality, and
Hustlers
a lot of people move here to make it. So generally, you're gonna see more successful people. I guess,
but successful it's also like it's subjective. Like it depends on your definition of success. Like it doesn't necessarily have to have like a financial backing, because like I know people that like are successful because they have 2 healthy kids, and you know what I mean? I'm getting too deep right now because it's adulthood, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like they have healthy relationships, they go to therapy, so like, you know, they could be the male BBL, you know what I'm saying? Like things like that.
I mean, that's according to Marty McFly. I don't think she's like therapy.
That's what she said.
I don't think a woman is taking a guy who's in therapy but broke with no thing. He's like, what do you bring to the table? Well, I have great mental health.
I'm emotionally stable.
I'm very emotionally stable. I can be there for you when you come home from work, and I'll talk to you.
I know how to communicate.
I don't gaslight. I think most girls, if you gave him the option, gaslighting, and he's a millionaire, they'll be like, all right, I'll take the gaslighting. Yeah. I can deal with that. I can deal with gaslight. By the way, I hate the term gaslighting.
What does that even mean?
Hate it.
What does that mean, Marty?
Gaslighting? It's from a movie from the 30s, I think. And it was like basically saying like, you know, they kept turning down the light and saying like, it's not like, what do you mean? It's nighttime. Like, don't go outside. And then
they come up with a better term.
So it's when somebody tells you something and you make them think that they're crazy.
Yeah, and when you make them think something else is happening.
Okay, but here's my problem with it. Because I know that's a real thing. Because sometimes, and I'm not completely disconnected. You know this. Sometimes a girl will be arguing with her man or whatever, and she'll lay out like, you did this, that, and this, and I'm upset because of this, that, and this. And the dude will be like, what you mean? Like, and it's like, what do you mean what I mean? I just spent 30 minutes telling you.
With bullet points.
Right, with bullet points. I had a like, PowerPoint telling you what I mean. So I'm not talking about that. But I'm talking about, and I'm sure you've been there. You ever been in an argument with somebody where you actually feel like what they're saying is crazy? Like, I'm not gaslighting you. I just literally think you're crazy.
Yeah.
What do you do then? You're just supposed to just be like, all right, I understand.
I have no idea.
Marty?
You lay out your points.
But it's like, that's the point. I think you're crazy.
And your point is that you think they're crazy and you don't articulate why?
Well, it's like because I'll start like, and this is not every time. This is just certain situations, but it's like, you just finished saying something and I'm like, what you saying is ridiculous. Like, I think what you're saying is ridiculous. And then the woman will be like, well, you're gaslighting me. And then it's like, well, that implies that I don't think what you're saying is ridiculous. That implies that like, it's not nighttime. I'm just turning down the light. And it's like, no, it is nighttime. Yeah. You're ridiculous.
Yeah.
So you think she's gaslighting you?
Whoa, did you say it was a she? Because you said it was a person.
No, that was bad of you to assume, but it is a she though.
I'm sorry.
It is a she though. Don't cancel us.
I gotta shoot you some bail. Okay.
Don't cancel us.
Guys, girls.
Yeah, but it is a she. Yeah.
Okay. And then you think they're gaslighting you. If you're like, if they're saying something,
is there a space for like, you think you're making a point, I think you're wrong.
Yeah.
And like, I think you're ridiculous and you think you're making a fair point, and there's no gaslighting. It was just 2 people that disagree.
But see, the question is like, if you think that what they're saying is crazy and it's actually crazy, and then you tell them that they're crazy, hopefully like you're wrong, because then you're just dealing with a crazy person, you know?
Well, I wouldn't call them crazy person. It's just women.
Okay. That works.
The thoughts, views, and opinions of Ian and Lara do not represent those of the Adulthood podcast or DJ 8 PM. But yeah,
is this groundbreaking news?
This is groundbreaking.
Women are crazy. That's
you know what it is? I feel like everyone is crazy in general.
Well, I mean, everything's a generalization. Yeah. That's how comedy works. You have to generalize.
A lot of people are crazy. Sometimes.
Sure, there's women who aren't crazy. There's Michelle Obama, I think. Who else?
That's one.
Yeah, she's probably the least crazy.
Oprah.
Okay, Michelle's
she's
the
single.
Least crazy.
Oprah's a player.
You think so?
She done kept Stedman at the side, and he done played his position the whole time.
I don't think crazy is bad, though. I think you have to be a little bit crazy to like get shit done.
My point exactly.
Like,
please expound.
You tried to cancel me.
Please
I'm not trying to I never tried
not
to
you. But she agrees.
To get shit done, how?
Like, you have to be like a little crazy and a little delusional.
I agree
and
with that.
Play people a bit to like get shit done. Like, if you get somebody, you have to be a little bit crazy.
I agree.
For no other reason than to just believe in yourself enough to get the shit done, which is delusional.
A little bit, yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You think so?
See, I'm pro women if you think about it. and they're crazy.
So Oprah's probably a little crazy, but she got shit done.
She's a boss.
Yeah.
I don't think she's crazy. I don't. But so what's your definition of crazy? Where like they're just not making sense? They're irrational.
No.
The thoughts, views, and opinions of Ian Lara do not represent those. But no, seriously, like what's crazy though? Because they're not making sense.
I don't mean literally crazy. Okay, because I guess this is where comedy is now. Because it's a comedy podcast, but you have to explain so you don't get a bunch of emails being like, "Hey, first of all, I'm practicing hyperbole."
We need the engagement.
Yo, we gotta play Scrabble.
Yeah, this is hyperbole.
Words,
I don't mean literally crazy.
Yes,
I don't even know what that is.
Yes.
I just mean
irrational.
Irrational.
Yeah.
Which most women will admit that they can be irrational.
Yes.
I think men can be irrational too.
All the time.
But generally speaking, the men that I associate with are like these men that show absolutely no emotion and they're kind of just walking robots. Okay. And those men are just, they
need therapy.
Yeah. Right. They listen, therapy. Nothing's perfect, but that's the far extreme, right? From like irrational and emotional to like no emotion, don't even say I love you to your kids.
Ultimately, that's terrible. They need
that was like the old generation, like that's just the whole,
but all of them. Yeah, that's crazy, and it doesn't matter what. Like, it's so crazy. I'm saying crazy, but it's so crazy how it doesn't matter like what nationality or like what kind of background. Like they all identify in that. Like, would you say baby boomers or Gen Xers where they don't? Like we just survived war, so like they didn't give no love to their children. Like, I'm providing a house for you, and that's the only thing that matters. Like, yes. And I don't care about damn, it's gonna sound crazy, but like, me and your mom, we're not together. We're in separate rooms. We're just staying together for you, stupid fucks. Excuse me.
I think that's beautiful. I think that's when the family was important.
That's what led to a lot of different things where like those kids who became, I guess, our parents, they still suffer from a lot of those like childhood traumas that they refuse to get help for. Like
in my life and in my relationships, there's been a handful of times where I've been crazy and irrational. And all those times that I've done it, almost immediately I've realized what I was being.
You caught yourself?
And I pulled myself back and I admitted that I was behaving in an irrational manner.
How?
I just caught it. I'm like, this is not like I've reacted like maybe out of anger or out of like thing, and I just catch it and I just be like, all right, like I've apologized. I'll be like, that my fault. I don't know what that was. That was. But one time I was taking melatonins, and apparently you don't know like this.
That should get you high.
They don't tell you. Yeah, melatonins tend to give you like they could give you nightmares. Yeah. And big mood swings if you take like a high dose of it. And I was taking like 220 milligram melatonins, which you're supposed to take like 5. Yeah. You're supposed to take like 5, but I just thought you take more, you'll sleep more.
No,
I had trouble sleeping. Yeah. So I remember one time I was on the phone with a girl, and she I forgot what she told me. But it wasn't even nothing crazy. Like she just told me something normal, and I just got so upset. Like I just got so mad that I just started like. But I just had like a complete mood swing. I just started like, I didn't start yelling, but I just got pissed off and I hung up on her.
You know that like that's a gift that you were able to catch yourself in that moment, right? Because there's a lot of people, men, women, them, whoever, who don't have that like capability to be like, oh, I'm tripping right now. Yeah. Let me pull myself back. And then they end up in jail or like at the bottom of a river or something because they couldn't control like that emotion, bro. Yeah. So that's why I'm asking, because that's very interesting because like we're like to know where that comes from, because for me that comes from, I used to do security, right?
Yeah, you won't stop telling us.
I know, but it was a dude who was like my size that said that.
So he was regular?
Yeah, basically. And he was like, yo, for a guy your size, I'm not even going to fight you. I'm going to pull my gun out and shoot you.
And he was your size?
Yes.
Oh, man.
So I was like...
Well, I mean, he knows what he can do.
But that put into my mind like, okay, like I gotta be in control all the time because I'm gonna be around people who don't have that kind of control, who can't de-escalate situations. Right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Well, I think that's good. Look, I like when that happened.
I just serious it out. My bad. When comedy, haha. I mean, comedy live.
So like, when do you know that like your normal that you thought was normal was actually crazy?
I won't think it's normal. Like I'm usually chilled out. Like I'm usually like a chill guy. Like I don't raise my voice. Like I just be laid back. So if I get upset with something, it's all about.
I've never seen you upset.
It's all about how you handle it, right? It's all about how you. That's part of like being an adult. Is like you when you're a kid, kids have temper tantrums, right? Kids like they'll throw stuff, they'll get a thing. If you're an adult doing that, you're behaving like a child, right? You're an adult, you're educated, you should be able to use your words to get out of like whatever situation. Now, we are humans though, we're not robots. So there's times where you get pushed to so much of an extreme where you're like, all right, I've lost it. I'm now okay with being a kid. But I think that catching yourself and like not letting it go to the extreme, and you could that extreme could end in you murdering somebody if you allow it to just go out. But mostly it's just you probably being verbally abusive. Like that's in our thing, that's where like it kind of presents itself the most.
That's that crazy shit.
And I'm not verbally abusive. Like I'm not. Like I've never gotten into an argument with a lady and called her like a bitch or out of her name or nothing like that. I've seen people argue like that. Which
you haven't been with the right ladies.
Yeah, no, I've seen people like argue.
You haven't been with the right ladies, bro.
Who's worse, like the cussers when they get mad or the screamers when they get mad?
I think they tie them together. I think they come both.
They come both.
Yeah, it's both.
Yeah, it's both.
But I've had ladies tell me this. They like after it blows over or after like his thing. Like I've had them tell me that they're more fearful about when I'm mad and just normal, like behaving like. Because
that's a sociopath.
Than if I were like yelling, because yelling, they know what that is.
Yeah,
like if you grew up in that environment, you know what that is. That's just an anger thing that'll pass. It doesn't stay. You don't stay in that anger. That'll pass, and they can deal with that. But like a normal like demeanor is like.
Does that make them more upset?
They said it makes them more scared, but not like scared like I'm like, but just scared like
they've never seen
like,
it before.
Like I'm really like I really messed up type of scared.
Because if you don't get riled up, sometimes like you just freaking people out crazy.
Yeah. I don't get riled. The only way I'll get riled up if you like I've gotten riled up where I've had girls feel like if I feel like you're trying to play me, like for some reason I don't know if that's like the New Yorker in me. Where if I feel like you're trying to play me, I will be like. Wait a minute, like that.
So when they gaslighting you.
Not necessarily. I could be gaslit. Like you could tell me, like I don't mind if I explain something to you and you tell me that I'm crazy. I don't mind that. Like I'm okay with that.
You don't like, and again, don't try to play me.
Just don't try to play me. Like don't. And and honestly, I'll admit that's like an ego thing. That's like a.
I don't think that's
I'm in therapy.
Ego thing,
it is an ego thing. Yeah, it's like a a big ego thing where like as a man you can't be like you know who I am, like type of shit.
Nah, my thing is just like, because I feel like I suffer from the same thing. It's not even, I mean, maybe it's an ego thing. You might be putting me on, but my thing is just like, for what? Like, why are you going through these extensive, like, you ever meet a dude that just starts lying for no reason?
Of course.
Like, because they're trying to oppress you or something? It's just like, bro, like, you don't have to lie. Like, don't try to fuck me. Like keep that shit to yourself. Like just keep it a buck. Like
my like I feel like my toxic thing is like when it comes to you trying to play me, I kind of will like go back to like you like when and listen, I can't speak for like I know there's like men out there who like there's like a whole involuntary celibate people, and shout out to them too, man.
Shout out to them.
You say
involuntary celibate, yeah. No, shout out to the incel.
Shout out to the incel. Can you say that?
Shout out. Shout out to involuntary
celibate.
There are people too, and I hope I
that's
hope
a t-shirt for real. Involuntary celibate.
Shout out to the incel.
They people too.
They people too, and they spend money and they support. Shout out to them.
That's facts.
I want what's best for y'all.
Yeah, but
whenever you like now, like you're in a relationship, if you had like if you feel like your lady tried to play you, you kind of intend to like, wait a minute. Like you trying to play me? Like, do you know
who the fuck?
Like who I was, or like who? When I was out in these streets, like how I was running around, and I stopped all of that for you, and now you're sitting, you trying to treat me like I'm a lame. That's like my thing.
That's I agree.
Yeah,
100%.
Which is a complete ego
thing.
I'll admit that.
You're in therapy trying to.
Yeah, I'm working that out.
Is it called romantic comedy?
Romantic comedy, the special
HBO?
And HBO. Yeah.
No, it's not even HBO no more. I think it's just Max.
It's Max. Yeah, it's now Max. Today is actually Max Day.
Yeah,
so
shout out to Max.
It's on Max now.
What I was gonna say, especially about that keeping calm when somebody's raging, is I had a teammate when I was playing ball in school that used to, pregame, I'm listening to Waka Flocka. I'm listening to the craziest stuff, getting ready to go, right?
Hype music.
My dog used to be listening to like Sade and like R&B music.
Trying to get his head right?
Bro, but the thing is, like, I'm like, this guy's a sociopath because he would be the one that would put people on the stretcher. So it's just like,
wow.
like Norman Bates, like, like there's no, it didn't register in my mind that you're listening to calming music. So that means mean that like whatever's going on in here, I don't even want to know. Because if you need like something to calm you down, like Sade before a football game is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jaquan. That's my man.
But shout out Jaquan.
Yeah.
You in your whole suit. You just like, don't need to ask.
I seen this happen.
Yeah. And then boom! On a stretcher.
You just murder people?
Yeah. It's crazy.
I seen this happen.
Listening to Neo.
And a couple got into an argument.
At the friends event.
And the lady told the man, she called him the F word. Like,
and not friend.
Referencing his sexual orientation.
Not the 4-letter one.
A pile of six.
And he lost his mind. Which everyone that was at the event was like, if my girl called me that, I would lose my mind.
Have the same reaction.
Because I feel like it's not even about what it means. Like, it's not even like what it means. Because obviously, I don't think she thinks that he's that.
Yeah.
This is your man that you're with. You don't think that. It's just, I know that you're trying to disrespect me. I know that you've reached the top level of disrespect. Yeah. That's more what it is. Like, you know how like in New York, like if you tell a guy in New York SMD, that means like I've ran out of words to disrespect you.
Yeah.
So now I'm letting you know that I'm ready to die. Like my next thing is like I'm ready to die.
I challenge you to a duel.
So you tell him SMD, which is like, it's not the act, because you're not telling him to actually do that.
No.
You're just letting them know I've ran out of words.
Right. And now this is escalated.
Top level disrespect. I'm just sending that to you. That's what I feel like.
It's like stuff I shouldn't even be saying.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I know that once I cross this threshold, there's gonna be some physicality that's gonna happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would make me. I had a girl actually tell me SMD one time.
Oh, but I feel like if that previous scenario would happen to you because of your mind, you would be like, well, that's not true. You know that's not true.
I think that's one of my buttons. Though.
That's your button?
I think so.
Oh shit!
I think that's like you're trying to. I mean, especially at an event, at a family
event,
a friend event.
It was loud. It was a scene.
Yeah, it was loud and it was a scene at a friend.
You say that in front of my mama?
Yeah.
Wow.
Right. Because my
grandma here.
Yeah.
She might start fighting.
Yeah. Exactly. Because my mom, my mom passed. May my mom, may she rest in peace. But she was the kind of person that if you would have said that to me in public I didn't react, she would be like, what did I raise? Like, what kind of man did I raise? Like, you don't allow, and that don't mean get physical. Nobody, I've never seen nobody in my family gets physical, but I just mean like, you don't allow that type of disrespect. Just like I wouldn't like it. I have 3 sisters and a bunch of aunts. I wouldn't like to hear you reach the top level of disrespect on a woman either.
I feel like, but with comedians though, because y'all can always find the funny, that you would just be like, no, that's not true.
Not in the middle of an argument, bro.
Okay.
Not in the middle of an argument.
Okay.
I once had a girl tell me, I had a girl be like SMD. But she was joking, and we were joking, and she was joking. But that I was like,
I don't play like that.
Yeah, I was like, don't do that.
Joking,
even though I might joke like that with my friends, my god friends. But I feel like I feel like I was like, I don't disrespect you. I don't talk to you like that. So don't talk to me like that.
Okay, here's a question. I don't know if we're gonna have time for this. Maybe we save this for the next one. But what about if you're with a woman, right? And that has a trick, like it has a hot temper, and she says that to somebody else. Like, what? SMD? And now you're in a situation.
To like another guy?
Yeah.
I mean, in that situation, you gotta fight, right? She just volunteered you to die.
But what if you guys were just like, if you knew it wasn't gonna go further than this date?
I would de-escalate then.
Okay.
I would de-escalate it because I mean I wouldn't be with a girl. I wouldn't be dating a girl that would do that.
Just openly
do that because it's like I said. You have to understand. You say that to the wrong person, they might kill you, or they might kill the person you with.
It's on.
Right. So it's like
sight.
you out of your mind.
But the younger generation, that's how they play. They play crazy. Like the
younger generation is wild.
Yeah, they are wild.
They really about it too.
Yeah.
You know, I'm 32 years old. I got work in the morning.
My knees hurt.
I can't be out here getting into brawls
Yeah.
at brunch.
Hold on,
man.
what's the Aperol spritz? Nah, we trying to
Aperol
spritz.
spritz,
Yeah,
man. I'm 3 Aperol spritz in. I'm feeling romantic. I'm trying to go for a walk in the beach. I don't want to fight.
I got to pee on the plane. Like, I'm not doing this with y'all, man.
I feel like I used to have anger issues when I was younger. Yeah, when I was younger.
That don't seem like you, bro. You too calm.
I completely switched up. I remember when I was like 14, I was having like these anger issues. Yeah, and my dad was like, "Why are you like? What's going on? Like, why do you have these anger issues?"
Damn, you had a dad?
Yeah, it was nice.
Lucky.
It was quite nice. Yeah, and and I kind of realized it. I was like,
the delayed laugh.
I kind of realized it, and I was like, yeah. Also, now I feel like if you show anger, the first person that shows anger loses.
You lose.
So
automatically.
Yeah, like,
definitely.
Like I hit a girl who's just angry right away, and I just be like,
I'm out.
You're done.
Yeah. Peace.
Finito.
Yeah. I'm going to get my Aperol spritz. Can we get some spritzes?
You keep calling it apples, apple roll.
You know I can't talk. Can I get an apple spritz, please?
We need to take a shot for the next episode.
Huh? What's up?
We need to take shots for the next episode.
Is this your last episode, or you got one more?
This the last one?
This my last one.
This your last episode?
No. I mean the second to last one. I mean the one after.
Oh, okay, we got one more.
All right. Yeah, we gotta get spritz. Apple spritz.
Apple roll.
Yeah, let me get an apple spritz, B.
Yeah.
You just keep saying apple. Okay.
I'm not gonna fix it either. I'm not gonna fix it. I'm going to the bar this weekend. Yo, y'all got apple spritzes?
They gonna know exactly what the fuck you talking about.
Yeah. All right. Well, this was episode what? Episode 7? Episode 7 of the Adulthood podcast. I feel like we got deep on this one.
Yeah, we did. Shout out to the adulterers.
We went into shout out all the adulterers. Thank you guys for listening.
For sure.
Help us grow the podcast. If you actually like enjoy listening and you like the type of stuff we say, not only listen but share it on your Instagram. Tell your friends to listen to these two clowns that are doing the podcast and just help us grow. We don't do this for anything other than just like we just like to sit here and talk. And if you guys help us grow, we continue to keep doing it. So if you like the podcast, like it, share, subscribe,
all of that. And you know what? The reason why it's better for y'all to help us grow so we could buy apple spritzes anytime we see you in the town. I know he be on tour all the time. I'm gonna be on tour soon, so you know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try to correct him anymore.
No, apple spritz, B.
He's confident with it.
Yeah.
This week I'll be in Vancouver. I'm off to Vancouver in 2 days. I'll be there Thursday to Sunday. It's Memorial Day weekend this weekend, right?
That's
right. I'll be there Thursday to Sunday. Damn, I'm gonna miss Memorial Day Sunday here because I fly back Monday. But I'll be in Vancouver in New Westminster at the House of Comedy. If you're in Vancouver, check it out. And the following week I'll be at Levity Live in West Nyack, New York.
So June 2nd.
New York. That weekend.
Shout out to Levity Live. Okay.
Yeah, I'll
I
be
might
there
go to that show.
in the mall. Yeah, let me know.
I need front row seats.
I got you.
Don't make fun of me because I'll come on stage.
I got you. Whatever you need, bro.
I have a spritz though.
Where you at Memorial Day weekend?
Memorial Day weekend, I will be at Panda on Friday and on the Sunday. Shout out to Panda Harlem.
Panda.
Each and every Thursday we're at 333 Lounge. Make sure you come through in Brooklyn, Flatbush. I was actually at Miss Lily's the other day.
Oh, I gotta tell you something about Miss Lily's. We'll do it on the next episode.
For the next one. Right. Yeah. Big shout out to everybody. You know the vibes.
Later.